Hey everybody, so you've made it to Unit 2, and this is the group option for determining the history of chemistry. Now, before I get started discussing how this group option works, the history of chemistry is very broad. It goes back thousands and thousands of years. The focus of this history unit is really to just talk about two big things, and that's atomic theory and the discovery of atomic structure. Okay, so all the research and all the reading that you're going to do, you should always focus on those things that are happening, okay, or those experiments that were done. Okay, so if you choose the group option, you have to be in a group of 6. You can't be in a group of any more or any less. Okay, but you can work with students from another section. Okay, so if you're in period D and you want to work with period F, or if you're however it works, it doesn't matter. Okay, and so what you're going to do is create a Google slideshow. You're not going to necessarily present your slideshow in front of everybody, but you have to come up with a Google slideshow, and you should use a before-after format. Now there is a video on before-after format and how that works. Okay, but the reason why you're going to do 6 members is because there are 6 chemists here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who are the most integral in determining the structure of an atom, or the discovery of the structure of an atom. Okay, and then there's a miscellaneous resources folder that is right here that we can talk about. But these 6 chemists, each group member is going to be responsible for understanding completely these 6 chemists. And then when you make your presentation, because you can share a Google slideshow, the person who is responsible for that chemist is responsible for making that slide. And then the focus, I'm sorry, we already talked about the focus. And then as a group, the 6 of you must get together and research 2 additional chemists that were meaningful to atomic structure, atomic theory. And then the 6 of you together have to create those 2 slides as well. Okay. Then the last thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to make a screencast. The 6 of you get together sometime, either enrichment or study hall or before or after school, whatever. You can either use my setup that I'm using right now, or you can use something that on Google that's called Screencastify, or even Snagit. There's all sorts of apps that allow you to do this, not in school if you wanted to. Okay, and what you're going to end up doing is you're going to turn in both the Google slideshow and the screencast to me. Okay. If you are going to pick this option and you're going to make a screencast, which you have to make the screencast if you pick this option, what you need to make sure is that however you set up the screencast, the person that is responsible for, let's say, Dalton, can't be in charge of that part of the screencast. They've already done all their stuff with Dalton, so another person is going to have to present on Dalton. Okay, so make sure that when you do that presentation that you know enough about, or when you make that screencast, I guess, you know enough about another person so that you can present somebody else. Now, that's just one thing that you can choose to do if you want to split that up. You can actually do the screencast however you want, as long as you don't narrate the chemist that you choose to write about in your project. Okay, so that's the only thing that has to, and that's what I mean here. Okay, all 6 students must take a role in the presentation, meaning the screencast, and you cannot present the chemist that you are responsible for in the first part. Okay, so there's more to do here, but it's split up over more people. So there's 6 people, 6 chemists. Each of you should get 1 chemist, and then you have to do the 2 additional chemists, however you want to do that, and make a screencast. Okay, So it's probably about the same amount of work. Okay, maybe a little less, but working together has its benefits, I guess. Okay, so that's the group option for the history project. Okay, have a great day. Helps if I hit the right button. Okay, still helps if I hit the right button.